Hello and welcome back to Tharik Plays Divinity Original Sin Enhanced Edition. I need to close the window real quick, one moment. Okay, now you may ask yourself, why didn't Tharik do that before he started recording? Simple answer is, I just forgot about it. And I didn't want to restart the 2 seconds that I've already talked, so there we've got that. So, now that that mystery is cleared up, we are back. I actually didn't get to play much more Divinity, so I've already had all the feedback that we've gotten. So thank you very much to Jean Bear, especially. He has been commenting on all the videos so far and giving me lots and lots of tips. I promise I'll try to remember all of that, but I will forget stuff, and I can't go through it all. It's gonna be too much. So just know I've read it all. I'll try to remember it, but please don't be mad if I forget stuff. So we are back here, and just let's filter completed. So we still have the talking statues, the mysterious murder. So we talked with Arhu, the mage, who was also a cat. I'm very happy with that. And now we probably have to... Who was it again? We should talk to the person in charge of the... Captain Aureus, exactly. The ranking officer in Sicil, because he is responsible, or he has authority over that murder that we are supposed to solve here. So let's venture... Oh, 90 XP. Okay, let's just venture into Sicil and see what we can get. So these are... Can we talk with them?
To the sea, leave a wide berth around that black cove. Haunted as me granny's.
Okay, so that's just information. Sure. So should we check the harbor area first a little bit? We can go into the warehouse here. So this is a waypoint, right? Nice. So we can go back to the tranquil beach with that, if we so desire. New information was added to your log. Oh, what? It's because we overheard that? Let's... Where was it added? Wait. I have no idea what just happened. Or is it under secrets? Apparently not. Ah, well. I'll figure it out. So we've got a legionnaire. So this is the southwest gate where the beach is, where the orcs are. So there should be that cave at the end of that. And I've already been advised to not go there too early, I think, if I remember correctly. But let's check over here on the waterfront, just see if we maybe can see something here. Sure, let's take ourselves some fish. We can probably eat those. And check these crates real quick. So what is this? A wooden log. So crafting is something that Jean has explained to me in quite in details, and how some attributes and stuff like that work. The thing, it was a lot of theoretical information that I need to digest, and I like the practical approach. If I can experience something, it's always gonna teach me more. Oh, nice fire arrow that we can... Let's just go in there with Chewell right away, sure. That we can get. So I'll try to remember all of it, but just seeing how things influence stuff and how the crafting works firsthand is probably going to be more helpful in the long run. Just so that then I have experience with it myself, and that's going to help remember how to do stuff. So this is mostly for looting, apparently. I can't really do much here, so let's just make quick work of that. I'm not sure if, by the way, let me know if me doing all these on camera and stuff like that is boring to you. Just let me know, because I'm either gonna edit it out then, or just loot less, probably. Silver bar, oh nice. 72 gold, that's decent. So, I mean, it is worth it to explore usually and look around to try and find stuff. We found so many arrows for her already, which is quite nice, as we know here and see here. Yeah, so there is more another basket and more crates. Oh, and just an arrowhead, which means we need shafts probably. poison flask and grenade. Oh, we got a lucky find, so because of that we got more out of it, I assume. Got another plague grenade. So what does that do? Just sets diseased, but we don't know what disease does yet, I think. I assume it lowers some attributes, maybe? But does it deal damage? Poisoned would probably deal damage. I'm not going to leave that fishing rod. We could probably fish. I assume that's possible in this game. But I don't know. So which way do we want to go? We probably want to go up this way. Or should I go... Let's check out that warehouse real quick here. And in case you weren't aware yet, I want to stress again that this is... at least I planned this to be a fairly thorough playthrough. So this will take some time, which means progress from episode to episode might be slow from time to time. Oh, there we go.
Nothing to report, sir. You never have anything to report. Isn't that a good thing?
Okay, so that isn't Captain Aureus, it's Captain Courteous. Yeah, not quite as I would expect that to be written, but it's okay. Let's talk with Horatius here.
Pleasantries to yourself. What are you doing inside this warehouse? Snooping around?
Yeah, sure. Okay, he doesn't have that much. You know what? Let's not. The trading I'm gonna try and do off camera sometimes to just sell some stuff.
If it's conversation you're looking for, I'd recommend my comrade Florius, or as I prefer to call him, Loose Lips McGhee.
Yep.
As for myself, my job is to protect this warehouse, not chit-chat with
There we've got him.
intruders. That idiot man-child would sooner spend an hour chatting up a thief than a minute arresting him. I only hope he gets transferred out of this warehouse and straight to the perimeter. Let him rot off as zombies here instead of mine.
Yeah, sure.
Nah, even thinking of him turns one into a gabbing hen. Please.
So you can probably get some information from Florius here.
One day, Moira. One day you'll show 'em all.
But let's talk with the sergeant here again, or first now.
Source hunters, I see. I'm Sergeant Courteous, proud protector of this house of Legion goods.
Okay, so tell me about yourself.
My name. The Legion is my calling.
He's very, very full of character. That sergeant.
This is a storing house for Legion supplies. Perhaps the most important building in the realm, by my and others' estimation. And I, Sergeant Courteous, have been trusted to guard it.
Holy crap! He likes to hear himself talk with that. So let's see. What is this? That looks like a Sub-Zero fighting knife of mutilation. I don't know what to do with that. So we've got blessed antique cloth armor of the runner. That seems like something I might want. It's lower armor rating, but it's higher initiative, movement, and hit points. So that seems reasonable. We did loot some useful stuff here. So we had on Shearwell. Yeah, we have that painting of a landscape. Sure, let's use that. Then let's put that in here for now. Didn't I just get that silver bar? Yes. So 127 right now. We probably don't need the light old crossbow. So at 143 right now. I do have some money to spare if need be, but I'd much rather avoid it if possible. But sure, let's weigh up the difference there and trade that. Next, we can give that to Tharik. Or should I put it on Shearwell? No, she's got the Source Hunter's armor. Wow, okay, 20 armor rating. Not bad, but let's give that or send that to Tharik. There we go. Who can then use that a bit better. Yeah. Seems reasonable. Whoop, let's equip like this. Okay. Nice. So we can't go through there. We could probably open this somehow and then steal everything, I assume. Maybe there's even a different way into this room, although I doubt it. But it's nice. So is Florius still here in the corner, or is he back somewhere? Yeah, we need to be careful that I don't steal anything here by accident. Now, okay, so Florius is back there, and then we've got Moira, who's going to show them all at some point. Let's talk with Florius here.
Well, a source hunter. A very hearty welcome to our humble warehouse. Have a look around. And don't mind if I pick your brain about the scoop around Undervale. I'm behind on my current affairs.
Oh, God. Tell me about yourself.
I tell ya, this gig sure beats getting my toes bitten off by zombies out in the field. We warehouse guards don't have to do much apart from stroll the perimeter a few times an hour. And of course, every now and again, some friendly folks, like yourself, will wander through here. And nothing beats a pleasant conversation, although my comrade Horatius has quite different opinions on that matter.
And what's Horatius' opinion exactly?
Have you talked to him? Thinks every man, woman, and child who steps foot in this place wants to rob it blind. If I so much as greet a townsperson with a hello instead of a state your purpose, he starts frothing on and on about godly duty and security breaches.
What do you know of current affairs?
This Jake business is quite the scandal, no? I myself suspect his wife Esmeralda, and the butcher seconds that, let me tell you. Then again, and you didn't hear this from me, he's going through quite the nasty divorce himself, and there's his children to consider. But I imagine his youngest, Kimberly, won't mind. Never did get on well with her mother ever since the incident.
Okay.
Oh, it's an unparalleled pleasure having a fresh ear around here.
Sure. So let's tell him. Horatius just called you Loose Lips McGhee. What's that all about?
This place reeks of orcs.
Fusspot said what? Well, old Loose Lips will let that lowly backbiter know what he thinks about that.
Seriously, let's trade with him first before he runs away. Just taking a look here. Nah, I'm not willing to spend that money, honestly.
Hey,
Let's follow.
so, something you'd like to say to my face?
I haven't a thing to say to you. I'm on duty.
Duty indeed. Put up your fist.
Seriously?
Are you mad? We're guards, not drunks on the street.
Enough! What is this barbers? Back to your post at once!
Ah.
This is an important matter. A matter of honor. Such
Okay, I
matters
can't
must be
stop.
settled on your own time. Understood?
Understood, sir.
Such bickering is all that thieves need to sneak by unnoticed. It won't happen again, sir. Better tap your not.
This is so comical because he basically says what you need to know, because you can probably sneak into the room and steal all of this if you need to, because he doesn't look at it, and then you can pickpocket this, pick the lock if you have a lockpick, but we don't, so we can. So let's talk with Moira here.
Well, a source hunter. About time the council took us seriously. Maybe you can start with the two idiots hiding their pet orc here.
Wait, what? What pet orc?
Well, a source...
Okay, so we could open this door, but it's not allowed. So right now, let's be a model citizen and just not do anything. We're gonna go out here. Oh, charmed orc. Okay, that explains it. They are back. Let's talk to them.
Who better than a proven orc crusher to convince my dumbbell of a friend here that orcs are predators, not pets?
Holy crap, that pronunciation. As always, just taking the quick check here. Nope.
Enough of that. I know how dangerous an orc can be, but this one has been reformed. Anyone can see that she's completely docile. But my prejudiced friend here still wants to kill her.
What's this about a charmed orc?
My friend here and I were patrolling outside the city walls, when who did I see creeping along the shore but this lovely orcish lady? For a brief second, as long as eternity, we locked eyes.
So he's in love with the orc. Okay.
Perhaps confused by the butterflies in her stomach, she sprang up and began running, claws bared towards Marius. Fortunately for him, I had the presence of mind to ignore my sword and instead adroitly fling my pouch of trinkets towards her.
What?
I'm sure
Oops.
she must have been compelled to join the Orcish army under some kind of duress. A lady with such a sweetly savage manner would never willingly join up with those vicious marauders.
So I accidentally pressed 1 twice, so... Okay, he shuddered a love potion above her head. Sure. Sounds reasonable.
assure you there wasn't a hint of sweetness in those murderous eyes when she lunged at my throat. She may be confined here for now, but who's telling when she'll escape and who she'll rip to shreds?
So, tell me about yourselves.
Maybe before the Great Orc raid we had time to indulge Niniush's idiotic obsessions.
Obsessions.
But now we're needed at our posts. I can hardly believe I've been wasting time protecting an orc when I should be running them through.
Excuse my friend's violent outbursts. He hasn't enjoyed a woman's touch in quite some time now. It makes him a bit edgy.
Your woman's touch is less of a loving caress and more of a claw shanked brutally through the throat. I'll take my chances as a bachelor, thanks.
Yes, I tend to agree. So let me tell you what I
You
think.
see, he'd believe it was noon at midnight if he read it on a printed pamphlet. Please tell me you can reason with him, or ditch reason and use your sword to shave him from his murderous darling.
So let's see. So she got to be put down. If this last potion is as dodgy as it sounds, she could come to her vicious senses at any time, or let her live. If that potion were truly worth it, it wouldn't have been able to charm her in the first place. In this docile state, she may prove to be a source of valuable information. I think we're gonna go with 2.
You would trust a quack magazine from Youthful Gore. She's clearly liable to snap at any minute.
Okay, so let's see. We can intimidate. We can... we can charm and go the love potion angle. And think of the intelligence creature could arrive, and if she begins to revert, these men aren't able to subdue her. I think I'm going to go with reason. Yeah, the third one.
If you were the only thing that stands between me and eliminating this threat, you won't stand long.
What? Oh!
One day, Moira. One day you'll
This is
know.
actually really good. That's cool. I haven't seen that. So rock, paper, scissors. So win a series of rock, paper, scissors matches to convince the other party. Put points in charisma to gain an advantage. Press space to skip the rock, paper, scissors. So now Chiawell and Tharic have different approaches to this. So sure, let's go scissors. He goes paper, so I win. How many do I need to win? 3? I'm gonna go scissors again, sure. Twice in a row. Look at that. So now that assumption might go rock, so I'm gonna go paper. There we go. There is actual logic behind rock, paper, scissors. So that could work. Nope. Okay, I lost one. And now it all went out the window. Sure, I'm gonna try and go with rock again. There we go. Okay. Nice. So I just need to win until we fill up. And let's go with scissors once. Let's see. Good, we got it. Okay, so reason will win out.
One day
She will
you'll
make her
show
won this argument.
No, we'll do as I say.
Yes, we will.
Bravo! I trust not only the potion, but my scaly sweetheart in and of herself.
Okay.
You're going to regret this. We're all going to regret this.
So I have no idea if that's the right call. But it does give us some experience and updates our log, so charmed, I'm sure. We convinced the guard to let her live. Can we talk to the orc? No, okay. And we can't talk to these guys any longer. So we probably have to wait until we can learn more about this. Okay, that was cool. It's a nice dynamic. I didn't know that was possible. Haven't seen that before. Okay, we've got the warehouse done. Good thing we went in there. Did pay off overall. So do we go... We don't want to go out of that gate, which means we go further up into Sicil. That seems reasonable, I suppose. Okay. Let's keep going. Okay, so these are just unnamed legionnaires. Let's not talk with them. Let's see if we can find the captain in charge here. Okay, so press M to open your map. Important characters will mark destinations on your map. Okay, cool. So we've got the crime scene there. We've got Esmeralda there, so that's the widow, I believe. We've got the Legion headquarters with Ahu's study. There's Aurea's office, and back there is a strange cave. Oh yeah, that's on the beach where the orcs are. So let's not go towards the crime scene right now. We are going to go where Arhu and Aureus are. That seems reasonable, doesn't it? So, yeah, nice. So, fish vendor, what else?
Say,
Oh!
no one's around. You wouldn't raise a fuss if I borrowed one of these fish, would you?
Seriously? Why would he talk to us about that?
Borrow indeed. I'll sooner meet a cat wizard than see that merchant repaid.
Come now, I'll be good for it, I swear.
Let's go with 2. Are you in the habit of stealing?
I never would have dreamt of resorting to petty theft during better times. But what choice have I got now? If it's steal or starve, I'll choose steal.
Tell me about yourself.
Oh, my story's tired by now. I was happy enough, prosperous enough, before these lean times around Sicil began. Still, that doesn't waive a man's need to eat, you know.
And then this is going to be interesting.
So what do you think? Should I snag a fish?
I don't know. Yeah, that merchant has to eat too, you know. Leave the fish alone.
I'm sure this one little fish won't starve the merchant. He should take the fish.
So, let's see, we can intimidate. So this is the one, again, where we disagree on stuff. So that's probably the character traits there coming in. So if I never would have expected the fun and source to encourage thievery, your judgment is the gold standard, you know, so that fish simply isn't ours to give. We can't offer up as though we had the right to do so. Yeah, I'm gonna reason again.
Neither I nor my fists would take kindly to someone who'd watch a man starve over a principle.
Okay, so he is very much into the intimidation, isn't he? Okay, bummer. So I'm gonna go paper again. Oh, he went that again. Let's see if he can do that 3 times in a row. I doubt it. Wow, really? So next, we would expect for us to counter that with a rock. So I'm still gonna go with that. Seriously? Can somebody tell me the likelihood of him going scissors 5 times in a row against me going paper?
All right, we'll do it your way.
Bummer.
That's the spirit! Or should I say, the soul?
Oh boy.
Sir, did you just steal that fish?
No, I paid for it. The merchant just left, but I paid. I paid before.
You were a witness to this event,
Oh
no?
boy.
Tell me what happened.
Okay, so the thing is, once the decision is made, we need to pull on one string. So I'm gonna cover for him. So this man is telling the truth. He paid for that fish fair and square.
Quite so. I saw him pay the merchant.
I can't thank you enough for your discretion. I'll be going now.
Well, sorry to have bothered you then, sir. Carry on.
There we go. So that was some sort of log. The fish thief. The man was caught, but we lied to the guard to help him escape. Yeah, I mean, once the decision is made, we need to accept that, basically. I could take those as well. It's fine. So what do we have here on this open field? Can we go somewhere? So there's a door. That's a cool sheep. Very fluffy. Looks funny. So let's talk with Roa here.
That thief is free for now, but I wonder how long it'll be until his growling belly seduces him back onto the crooked path.
So what did you think of that fish thief?
I can understand your sympathy for that man, but feeding him for one day will hardly remedy his circumstances. You would have done better to help him more substantially than by covering up a single petty theft.
I mean, that's what I tried to do, but then the AI disagreed. Oh, well.
Halibut, sheep's cheese, tomatoes.
So let's see, where on the map am I now? Okay, we're not making quite as Captain Jack. Let's
Quiet day on the
not
market.
sure. Let's talk with Captain Jack here. Oh, so he's not a captain, he's a ship captain. Okay.
Captain Jack's the name, though the title may be a little generous at the moment. My crew ran off.
Oh boy.
Now we can't find enough hardy souls to help me reload the ship and sail off.
So what happened to your crew?
Those scallywags heard there be silver in the Lacula mines, and they abandoned ship like the lily-livered turkeys they are. Haven't seen them since the day we docked.
Okay, so I'll take my leave. Did that give me an update?
Come on, you chickens!
Doesn't look like it right now. So Jerome looks like a painter. Let's ignore that for now. Bircho, who are you? Let's talk to her.
Source hunters, eh? All right, proper. We're finally getting a hand. Things is chaos. If you've got a favourite sheep, best to fry her up now before she gets thieved in the night like me dear plump Ogget, the finest in me herd.
Let's see. Where's your herd?
I recently sold most of the tender loves to a trader heading north. Plenty of business that way these days. Those miners must be preparing for a mighty great feast. Wish I could have a nibble on my dear darlings, all ground and spiced.
Tell me about yourself.
Now that the herd's gone, old Birch is just scratching by like a hen till the next batch of beasties comes through.
So about your stolen sheep.
Yes. Oh, Ogget's been missing for more than a fortnight. I love that sheep, you know. Was planning to cook her into a fine midwinter night haggis myself. Do tell me if you hear anything about her. I plan on pursuing whoever stole her with my cleaver in hand.
Oh boy. Okay, very barbaric times apparently. I'm not going to talk to all of these people for now. I think we have more than enough time to talk to them later. Sure, let's go this way. So what do we have over here? I assume for the upcoming murder investigation we will have to do a lot. And I just want to...
Can you spare a coin?
let's see about this one. It's just a beggar. Sure, let's talk about to him.
1 coin or 2, noble spirit? 1 coin or 2?
So let's give him... Tell me about yourself first.
I am a happy man, and certainly a humble one now. It turns out losing it all has its own share of benefits. A fool once was I, and ever seeking greater satisfaction than that which I already enjoyed. In my folly, I sought the counsel of those notorious Watcher statues on the western cliffs. Their guidance ruined any small fortune I might have had, but certainly granted me humility.
So that sounds like the ones that told the guy he could fly.
I'd heard they were not to be trusted, that they gave fools advice to the fools who sought them, but somehow I believed that I was the exception. They told me that I would find fame and renown if I renounced my worldly possessions, all my worldly possessions, and became a great figure of piety and humility. Fire, the most thorough cleanser, was my method. But as my house burned in front of me, I felt no elevation, no piety, only the sudden weight of my own idiocy upon my very soul.
Right, sure, let's give him the 10 gold and not just 1.
May the soul of Astarte smile upon you, kind stranger.
Okay, I'll take my leave now. Okay, so we can talk
So
here.
those statues told him he'd have to renounce his earthly possessions to become a spiritual leader, did they?
So,
Have some pity.
So makes sense to me. How can you explore the spirit when you're busy keeping up with the Jonases?
And now he's begging to survive. Looks like everything went according to plan.
Yeah, not really, I know. Spiritual, materialistic. I do like this a bit, because the characters I'm basing these on are somewhat similar. I don't like his intimidation streak, though, because usually he would defer a little bit more. But it's okay. Sure, let's talk. Who's that? And why is he alone back there?
You look like an actor just waiting for his big debut.
Oh boy, let's go here later. This looks like some sort of acting stuff, as we heard there. So is there something in this building? Oh, nothing we can see right now. Oh, what did I find? Why is this special? I really don't know. Why is that why did I get experience just now? Let's not question it too much, shall we? So I need to just go in this direction for now, and then we can talk to the captain.
Recruits, that was sloppier than Sicilian stew. Again!
Okay, they are doing some drills here, so this is where the Legionnaires are. Okay. Nice shooting. Virius and Tulia. Sure, let's talk with them.
Who's that then? Come on, stand where my good eye can see you.
Easy.
Oh, they've got a
though.
prisoner.
That's the source hunter you're talking to.
A curious situation you've got here. Is the woman in this cage under arrest?
She may have the look of a woman if you squint hard enough, but she's no more than a wild animal. We got reports of a strange-looking outsider skulking through the town with her bow drawn. I found her crouched behind a tree, taking aim at a fat old rat trotting along the city walls. I tapped her on the shoulder to see what was what, and the beast startled like a wild cat and lunged right at me.
Bit Tulia right in the face, she did. It wasn't pretty, and now it's got a chunk ripped off it to boot.
Oh, ow.
Enjoy it while you can, Ver. There's not another Legionnaire in the cohort that'll have you if I go rabid.
And what will become of this admittedly strange stranger?
Well, that's to be decided. She doesn't seem to be sick, despite Tully's moaning. We can't keep her here forever, but we can't well send her into the wilds again, can we?
So let's see. Perhaps it'd be worth taking the stranger under our wing. She'll likely come in handy if we can trust her to watch our backs. Or we're here to hunt sores, not play babysitter. Sorry, we can't take personal responsibility for a stranger. So this is one of the characters we could take with us. Bear Daughter. So Jean has told me about two characters that I could pick up. Possibly. And
Sorry, sir.
those he talked about sounds decent. Or pretty good. So we've got Jahan, a mage with healing skills I will encounter. Apparently here in Sicil somewhere. As well as somebody with white hair who's apparently a melee character. I can't see the point right now. I'm looking at the comments. I just see about that. 200 warrior in Sicil, you basically run into her in the King's Crab Inn. Okay. So I'm gonna leave this one for now, and I'm gonna trust the advice there. So we're here to hunt sores, not play babysitter. Sorry, but we can't take responsibility for a stranger. Makes sense.
Let's not be too rash. A fearless hunter might prove
Really?
quite
Okay.
useful for our investigation.
So he's disagreeing.
Can't say I'm surprised. You wouldn't want an untamed thing like that sleeping next to you at night. Now it's for us to decide what to do with her, of course.
If I've got my say, we'll take her into the woods and put her down.
Okay, so we can probably just talk to her. But I'm just gonna leave this for now and see about that.
Sorry, sir.
Yes, okay, so is there... This is not the official entrance. This... Door to the mess. Okay, let's... This looks like it's the door where we need to go in. Okay, so this is the Legion headquarters, and then we can open this door. And let's Tharik take the lead with Aureus. So you can barter with almost all characters. Yeah, I know.
The so-called source
Look, do what you must in Scythial, but don't make waves and don't interfere with the Legion's affairs. You hear?
Okay, let's trade with him. Just take a look here what he has right now. He has apparently a lot of men-at-arms skills, which you don't necessarily, plus a bunch of weapons that don't help us too much right now. At least for the time being. The helmet is probably not the worst thing ever, but that's okay. So let's go with one. Tell me about yourself.
I'm Captain Aureus, if you must know, leader of the
He's so
Legion
charming.
of Scythial. By which I mean I have the enviable task of commanding a battalion of walking dead. For I fear it may well be but a matter of time before the undead undo all my soldiers and turn them into driveling hordes of their own misshapen number.
He's so charming. So let's discuss Jake's murder. Or Jake's murder.
Gods above! Some politician snuffs it and everyone's in an uproar. Ridiculous! I told that wizard brat of an Ahu not to bother. But he just had to send for source hunters, didn't he? Bloody magicians. They see a pigeon poop and think sorcery's afoot.
So he's a very pragmatic man, apparently.
Nevertheless, I want to be kept in the loop. Understand?
Sure.
I am in command of this town. Not Mayor Cecil, not Ahu, and definitely not some hotshot source hunter. So investigate Jake's death if you feel so inclined, but report back to me the moment you discover something out of the ordinary.
I mean, that's not an unreasonable
Is over
request.
at the King Crab Inn. You can tell the guard you have my permission to enter. Now off with you!
Okay, so let's see. In regards to Jake's wife, Esmeralda.
Esmeralda is Jake's wife. Well, widow. Everyone in town, down to the crabs on the beach, is convinced she killed him. Now, the girl has the reputation of being a flirt. There is that. But that doesn't suffice as evidence, wouldn't you say? Or do source hunters rely on hearsay alone, perhaps? That certainly would explain some of the cock-ups you lot have made in the past. What? You're going to stand there and claim with a straight face your order never wrongly tortured and executed anyone? Hardly. But I won't stand for such nonsense. If you bring evidence before me, I'll evaluate it with perfect objectivity. The Legion relies on reason, see? Not idle superstition.
So he is a weird guy.
If you must.
So it's, let's see. Let's just go through all this. So your main problem is the undead. I think we might get some objective updates out of this.
Figured that one out, did you? I hadn't been stuck.
Could you be a bit less cynical, please?
Besieged by fluffy kittens, you know.
That would be
Those
like
great
lovely.
feasting freaks out there keep on coming. And it takes all the sword arms and all of Ahu's half-baked contraptions to keep them at bay. Keeping them at bay, that is all we do. Were that I could break their backs once and for all.
Okay, so tell me about the Legion.
We are the pride of Riverlon, to be found and to be seen everywhere. We don't hide in the dark and lurk in corners like some I could mention. No, we protect the civilized from the barbaric, and we do so impeccably.
So what in your opinion are the orcs doing on the beach?
I'd say they are looking for weak spots in our defenses. They can't make an attack over land for fear of Ahu's magical machines, so they're trying their luck by sea. They won't succeed, though. Not against the Legion.
Okay, so how are you enjoying Scythial?
How am I enjoying it?
Not much, apparently.
Fight hunter. Are you?
Are you?
Scythial stinks of fish, reeks of orcs, and on a good day, the wind disperses the stench of decomposing corpses. I can't remember the last time I had a proper piece of steak, and by now, I retch at the mere sight of sardines. So in conclusion, I am not enjoying Scythial.
He's such a heartwarming person. So Ahu tells me he suspects a sect might be at work around Scythial. So he's not gonna believe that, of course.
Yes, and he also spends most of his time in the guise of a cat, licking God's knows which body parts. Sects, sorcerers. He'll be seeing flying carpets next.
Okay, so let's take our leave. We've got our updated log. So, little Bo Bersha lost her sheep. We already have that. The talking statues. Yep, a beggar told us that he burned all his possessions because the statues told him to. And the mysterious murder we met with Captain Aureus, who reluctantly gave us permission to visit the scene of Jake's murder in the King's Crab Inn. King Crab Inn, this officer has a great dislike for source hunters, but no matter. We're here to conduct an investigation, not make new friends. Exactly. Okay, so we are going to ignore Aureus for now, and let's go up to Arhu's quarters. See if he's there. He is, so we can talk with Arhu again. I think we should. Just see if he has anything else to say now that we've talked with Aureus.
How can I help you, my friend?
How about you tell me a bit more about yourself, Arhu?
Certainly. What would you like to know?
So who, or rather what, are you?
Oh, I am but a wizard. A guardian of man and beast. And indeed, I am both. My body, like any other, is bound to temporal decay. But my spirit is a speck of light that shone forth from the eternal sun that is the cosmic soul. My task upon this earth is to protect the heart of nature, the very antithesis of which is the intrigue spun by demons and directors of the dead. Hence my involvement in Sicil. You see, my one desire is to witness a world in which every mother looks around her and purrs with calm contentment. For she knows that her chicks or children, her cubs or calves, will grow up without knowing the meaning of menace, the enfeeblement of fear.
So that's a lot of high
To my
goals.
great regret, none of them purr as yet.
So he's a weird guy as well. So do tell me a bit more about this cat trick of yours.
Oh, but that's not a trick. It's a blessing. Or does it surprise you that I enjoy taking a feline guise? Such magic is a gift, Hunter. To tread upon the realm of instinct, even articulate speech, perhaps humanity's greatest asset, cannot give expression to something so inextricably innate. To be out in the night, to stalk on silent paws and hunt with only the moon as your witness, you couldn't possibly imagine the thrill. But of course it's handy to speak in more than meows.
Meow, 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 meow.
I couldn't brew potions or make machines without opposable thumbs. This I freely admit.
Didn't we already hear that? So let's go with the next one.
That'll never happen. Granted, a witch could make the polymorph permanent if she'd enchant me in my cat guise, but I'll just have to be careful around witches, won't I? I'm my own wizard, you know, and I don't intend to become anyone's familiar.
There we go. So let's talk about Source Hunter business.
By all means.
Okay, is there any more you can tell me about the strangers that seem to be in league with the orcs?
I can't say much more, but that they're madmen. All the more dangerous to us because of their alliance with what should be a natural enemy. You won't see me teaming up with a terrier in a hurry.
Okay, let's discuss Jake's murder.
Of course. I hope your investigation fares well.
What happened the night of the murder?
I can but piece together what few morsels fell from the grapevine into a rather disappointing meal, I'm afraid. They say a woman arrived in the King Crab Inn sometime after midnight. She retired to a room on the ground floor where she was soon joined by a man who had been nursing the same cup of wine for hours. I say man and woman because both of them were cloaked and recognized by none. About an hour later, another figure arrived, headed for the same room. Soon after, a terrible commotion erupted and the thundering light of magic was witnessed by the few remaining patrons. It took a while for the landlord to pluck up the courage to enter the mystery room. When finally he did, he found Jake there, dead. How and why he came to be there, no one knows. But I had a good look around the scene of the crime before the Legion barred anyone from entering. The traces of magic I felt were vile. Source, no doubt.
Okay, interesting. So we do definitely need to talk to the bartender. I mean, we need to go to the King Crab Inn anyways. to pick up our companion there, and it's the scene of the murder is there, obviously. So, who, in your opinion, are the suspects? Holy crap!
I myself have none, even though the rest of the town has already mentally tried and convicted Jake's wife Esmeralda. Now, it may well be established that she is in fact the guilty party. I'm not claiming that I'm certain she's innocent, but let's just say that if I really thought this murder case would be so very easily resolved, I wouldn't have sent for source hunters.
Okay, so let's see about those optional questions. What can we do about the undead threat? The undead that threaten Sicil?
Those who are raising the dead dwell among us. They simply must be. But even though I've spent many a night leaping from tree to rooftop, watching on as citizens stagger home from the inn or simply burn the midnight oil, I haven't spied a single soul worthy of true suspicion. The enemy is wily. They know us better than we know them, and they've found ways to avoid both detection and distrust. Yet I am somehow convinced that you may succeed where the Legion and I have failed. Call it instinct.
Okay, cool. So you seem to have a bit of an orc problem, do you not?
You have a flair for understatements, Hunter. I'm sure they are but a minor nuisance in the eyes of a born warrior. But to the Legion, they are green-skinned death incarnate. Until they conclude what mischief they intend to see through, or, less likely, they are conclusively defeated, we can but bar the gates and hole up like mice while the cats are on the prowl.
Okay, so I don't really care how he designed those magic ballistae of his. And we'll take our leave. So let's check out the log updates. Ahu told us what happened the night of Jake's murder. 2 cloaked figures, followed by a third, entered the room. Shortly afterwards, sounds of a great struggle broke out when the innkeeper went to see what had happened. The room was destroyed and Jake was dead and alone. And that is all we get. So for today, or for now, this is where we're going to end it. A lot of talking. I mean, it was expected. Now that we are in Sicil, we need to establish the story first, so there will be less action for a little bit, but we'll get there eventually again. So yeah, I hope you still enjoyed this episode. I really think this is interesting so far. It's pretty cool. It's getting all established, and we have differing viewpoints and all that. I like that. It's got some nice layers to it already, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it will develop overall. But yeah, for now, this is where we are going to end the episode. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please leave a like and a comment. And if you want to see me play more Divinity Original Sin, just feel free to stick around. And as always, thanks for watching. I hope that you will tune in next time, and have a nice day. Bye.